Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by. If you're new, welcome, and if not, welcome back, friends. First real video back from my hiatus. And of course, it's going to be a perfume review because that's what I love. I went to London last year twice, and my first trip ever to London was last summer. While doing all of the touristy things, including the hop on, hop off bus, seeing the London Eye and Big Ben and all of that, of course, I took some time to go to Covent Garden. And while I was walking around Covent Garden, I saw EPC. I had never seen this brand before, so I walk in and realize it's a perfume shop, and I'm instantly in heaven. After sniffing several, I came across the fragrance that I'm reviewing today, and I knew I had to bring it home with me. So this is EPC's Sable Gris. By the way, EPC stands for Experimental Perfume Club. And just to give you a little background on the shop, you can go in there, make a custom perfume. You can buy a signature blend like Sable Gris. You can book it for a group if you want to. So there are a lot of different ways that you can interact with fragrance through EPC. And I really like that. But even better, if you like their fragrances, you can order online because they ship worldwide, which is amazing. Now, this again is Sable Gris. This is the 10 milliliter. This is a spray. This is not a roller ball. And as you can see, hopefully you can see, I've used a lot of this, okay? Like it's below half. I'm at about 70% gone. And this bottle was 35 pounds, which converting it over to US dollars is about $44 and change. So just round up to $45 for this. Sable Gris is described as salty, musky, earthy, and woody. It has a lot of notes. And the main, well, a lot of scent families it falls under. The main notes are cardamom, moss, and sandalwood musk. Now, I love sandalwood, I love musk, I love cardamom. I was not sure about the moss, but it works really, really well in this. So when I smell it, the first thing I think is you get earthiness and it's very woody. The first thing I think of is woody. Another scent that is very woody is it's by Al Rahab. I'm looking for it now. I believe it's Denalud. I think that's the one. Uh, yes. Um, this is just to give you a bit of a comparison. I reviewed Denalud already. Denalud is all wood and spice. This it's woody, but it's mellow. It's a very softened wood note because, of course, sandalwood is a much softer scent profile than oud. Ouds are heavier. So this is softer woody. It definitely gives you. It's interesting that the EPC website mentions saltiness because I didn't put that together initially, but after reading it, I'm like, yes, it does give me a little bit of salt water, kind of balancing everything out. You're getting a lot of natural elements in this perfume, no floral, zero. I mean, if you really reach for floral, you might be able to connect it to a floral scent, but to me, this had no floral notes. This is all earthy, woody, musky scents. Now, Sable Gris, according to EPC, is their interpretation of ambergris, which is a very common scent ingredient. You'll see that as far as your scent notes for a lot of very popular perfumes, but this doesn't have ambergris in it. This is simply inspired by that particular scent effect. Now, again, I do like that EPC has some really great ways to interact with scent that you can do through their shop. But of course, if you are not in London, then you are not near the shop that I went to. So if you're ever in London, it's worth checking out. But even if you wanted to try some of their scents at home, I think their website is really great. It's very user friendly. You can go on there, you can see what the notes are. Because this is a custom blend, they show you the proportion of different scents of theirs that go into this. So you can see how much cardamom moss, how much sandalwood, also available through EPC, are mixed to create this. Really, really cool. And it's really low commitment because if you decide you want to try this or any of the fragrances on EPC's website, they send you a free sampler to try of the bigger scent that you've ordered. You try the sampler, see if you like it. If you hate it, you can send this back completely undisturbed and all is well. But if you love it, now you've got something you can throw in your purse in the form of that sampler, and then you've got your bigger fragrance that you can leave at home. You can spritz yourself before you walk out the door. Now, I like to play around with who would wear this scent. Honestly, Sable Gris is as unisex as it comes, leaning toward masculine heavily. It is not what I would consider a traditionally feminine perfume, and that's why I liked it. It smelled very different from a lot of the things that I wear, but it still has a lot of the notes that I prefer, which is really interesting. This has zero vanilla in it, which tends to sweeten those musk and oud and sandalwood profiles. Usually they mix in a little bit of vanilla to sweeten it up. There is no vanilla in here. This is gorgeous, and it's so unique compared to a lot of other fragrances out there that tend to lean very heavily on floral or gourmand notes. Nope, none of that. This is earth, like I said, earthy, woody, salty. You're getting all of the elements, even a little smoky. Definitely, if you're thinking fire, water, air, and earth, this, this Sable Gris has all of those effects in one scent. And it doesn't have the sweetness of those, like I said, gourmands, or the softness of a floral, but it still has just enough sandalwood to soften up the overall scent profile. So if you were a person that likes sandalwood, but maybe you don't like how it's usually paired, this might be worth trying and seeing if you like it. I do. So again, I've had this since last summer. It'll be gone by midsummer for sure, even though I've got more perfumes that I'm rotating through. This will be gone before my next trip to London for sure, but definitely before the end of the summer. I said midsummer, but this summer, this will be gone, and I'll be looking to buy another one when I go back to London. And I don't know if I'll get a bigger bottle because even though I love it, absolutely love it, I rotate through a lot of perfumes. This is great, but it's not my signature. Certainly do wear it and enjoy it and have a great time with it, but it's not my signature perfume. Even though I mentioned it has all of the elements and essence of the elements mixed in: fire, earth, air, water. It has all of that mixed in. Honestly, I part of me is like, what season does this fit? And I'm like, oh, it's kind of wintry because it's got the earthiness and the woodiness. But honestly, because it's got the salt and because it is earthy but not super floral, this is really a year-round perfume. It's a year-round perfume that anybody can wear if they like the scents, right? So do I like it? Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Certainly check out their stuff for this price, 45 roughly US dollars, 35 pounds. It took a while to get through this, and I sprayed liberally. And wear time, I didn't mention that. Wear time for me, about 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. And I could still smell it. I have a sensitive nose. I could still smell it, but it's not as pronounced as I like. So I would freshen up between 6 and 8 hours. You don't have to. If your nose is even more sensitive and you don't like the thought of adding more, don't. But I liked it, so I sprayed a little more after 6 to 8 hours. And to me, it smells very clean. It has a unique cleanliness to it, and probably because it is a little bit smoky. It's really strange to the nose as far as how something that hits on so many different scent effects can also register as very clean to my mind, but it does smell very clean. I love it. and it is quite unlike anything else that I have purchased. So, again, I'll be going through the rest of that bottle in no time, and I will have a great time picking up another one at probably the same size and maybe a different scent from EPC because they have so many. I would love to try another one. It's just that that was the one that my nose hit upon first that I really enjoyed, and I knew, okay, this is the one I'm taking home. So, yeah, if you're familiar with EPC, if you've tried any of their other scents, or if you had any thoughts about them, I'd love to hear about it. And until the next time, I've got some more reviews. I'm looking around because I've got more perfumes around to review, but I'm looking forward to talking to you all soon. So please take care and have a good one and enjoy your day or evening. Bye bye.